do you make the number of arrests, 890 people arrested during that demonstration in central London at the weekend?
Well, I think if the government and the Metropolitan Police are surprised, they're clearly either very stupid or very short-sighted. It was always going to be the case when you have so many people feeling so strongly about the ongoing genocide in Gaza that people would want to defy this ban. And I think that there are some good reasons to want to defy this ban. I don't think that any serious person genuinely looks at an 83-year-old priest or a retired GP holding up a placard and says, yeah, they're a terrorist sympathiser the same way a supporter of ISIS or National Action is. I think that this was a gross misuse of legislation by the government. They wanted to cheat code the courts. They didn't want human rights defences to be invoked, which can be invoked when it comes to a standard criminal damage trial. And now they've ended up in this completely absurd situation. And I think that regardless of whether or not you agree with the tactics of Palestine Action, and we live in a democracy, we can have those disagreements. It's a wonderful thing. I think most people feel deeply uncomfortable with the idea that someone simply holding a placard should be arrested and tried under terror legislation.
But that's the point, isn't it? Palestine Action have been prescribed under the anti-terrorism legislation. That happened in July. And membership or support of the group, it's very clear, it went through Parliament, is a criminal offence.
The law is clear, but I think Charles Dickens once said that the law is an ass. I don't think it's always an ass, but it certainly can be.
So, again, we mustn't conflate completely legitimate peaceful process when it comes to Palestine and the actions of a prescribed organisation.
Just a quick point of correction. So Palestine Action have been accused of attacking Jewish businesses. What people neglect to mention is that those Jewish businesses are Elbit Systems, an Israeli arms manufacturer, and the landlord for Elbit Systems. Now, I think that's very different, an actual weapons company, from targeting something like a kosher bakery, which would, of course, be completely wrong. I don't think it's fair to represent...
You're justifying their action because of who it was. I mean, do you want to come back on that?
I'm saying that, misrepresenting it as a Jewish business, it would be like saying that protesting BAE Systems...
A lot of people said it doesn't make a difference.
But they went and chose to advocate Palestine Action.
Because they object to the law. Because they object to the law. And this is the point that I'm trying to make, which is... I don't think any of you are really sitting there and thinking, OK, Palestine Action, that is an equivalent with the violence of groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS and National Action.